wages. So if you look at this wages, this is not, or this is open ended, so we can keep it close ended. 3,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 7,000, 7,000 to 9,000, 9,000 to 11,000, and 11,000 to 13,000. Okay. Similarly, we have a number of workers, so you can assume this will be some. I can say you can call this is some companies. So company you can call F. So number of workers. So you can write here for A. Let's say for company A. So for company A, we are doing the number of workers. So number of workers will be F. Okay, which is 7, 5. Sorry, which is 12, 7, 12, 19, 3, 3. So you can calculate X from here. From here, what would be X in this case? This is 4,000. This is 6,000. This is 8,000. This is 10,000. This is 12,000. Now calculate Fx. Calculate Fx square. Okay, so I'll just keep little bit space here because Fx will take a lot so many space. I'll put it somewhere here. Okay, so you need to calculate this criteria, and from here you may compute X bar, which is you can use it summation Fx upon summation of F, which is turns out to be 7227.27. So you need to work on this. Okay, multiply करो और जो भी addition आता है यहाँ पे लिखो. जो addition आएगा वो addition आना चाहिए 3180000. Similarly, get addition of this one also, which is I think maybe it is
249260.
yeah 2492 into what 10 raised to 6 में लिखता है, मतलब 60 लिखने से अच्छा 10 raised to 6. तो यहाँ से आपको ये मिल जाएगा. सिमिलरली आप स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन निकालो. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ x निकालना है with reference to a. Okay, SD of x with reference to a. So what would be that? So if you just calculate that value using the formula, okay, using the formula, it is square root of summation Fx square upon summation of f minus x bar square, which is equal to okay, just do the calculation. So it is 2492 into 10 raised to 6 upon f. Summation of f is 44 minus 7227.27 whole raised to 6. Sorry, whole square. This is whole square. And if you do the calculation using calculator, you'll be get answer 2.098 10 raised to 6. Not 10 raised to 6, it is 10 raised to 3. Because you can get simplify this. You can do the calculation and you will be get the answer for the same. Then calculate CV of X, CV of company A, which is nothing but as D of company A, right, upon X bar of A. You can call this is A company, A bar. So इसका मतलब क्या? This upon this. So you will be get answer. I think if you just do the simplification, division everything, you will be get 7227.27. Okay. X bar, no? So X bar will be this quantity. bar will be here, and that divided by 2.098 into 10 raised to 3 into, so you can just simplify this one, you will get answer become
29.0289.
29 point,
0289.
correct, 29.0289%. Is it percentage?
तो 100 का
No, sir.
मल्टीप्लाई नहीं किया सर आपने?
100 भी मल्टीप्लाई किया.
कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन के फॉर्मूले में से 100 का मल्टीप्लिकेशन भी रहता है ना?
अच्छा अच्छा,
Yes,
I
sir.
forget to write,
यस
correct.
सर.
Then adjust that term. So you will get answer become 29.0289. अभी देखो एग्जाम में आपको अगर ये क्वेश्चन पूछा प्रैक्टिकल में, कितना टाइम जाएगा मुझे बोलो आप?
5 minutes.
हाँ?
5 minutes, sir.
5 मिनट्स नहीं जाना चाहिए, नहीं तो पेपर नहीं होगा, फिर आपका पेपर नहीं कर पाओगे आप 5 मिनट्स करोगे तो। इसको आपको 2 मिनट
टाइम कैलकुलेशन में ही जाता है।
हाँ तो
sir.
वही तो है कैलकुलेशन, प्रैक्टिकल मतलब कैलकुलेशन ना। तो कैलकुलेशन कैसे आप फास्ट करोगे, इसको कुछ तो टेक्निक होगा, ठीक है? तो मैं आपको उसको टेक्निक बताता हूं मैं आपको। अभी सभी लोग के पास कैलकुलेटर है क्या?
हाँ सर।
सभी के पास है?
सर.
यस सर। नो सर, नो सर।
हाँ नो सर, एक दो नो आया, और बाकी लोग के पास बाकी बोल नहीं रहे हैं। तो नेक्स्ट क्लास जब हम मिलेंगे सब लोग कैलकुलेटर लेके आओ। आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? So next class I will tell you how to solve this problem within 2 minutes. Because आपको जो भी practicals की problem करने हैं, you have to be do it with the help of calculator only. So you should be very 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 much familiar with the calculator. Are you getting the point? So next class we'll do the session how to use efficient calculator while doing the calculation. Okay, usually for mean, median, mode, and see median mode, it is very simple. You can look at the data, you can find, you can use a partition the data and get the middle value, that all you can do it, right? वो उसका शॉर्टकट टेक्निक आपको करना है। लेकिन अगर मुझे मीन निकालना है, वेरिएंस निकालना है, तो कैसे आप इमीडिएटली निकाल पाओगे? तो वो कंसेप्ट, अगर ऐसा हमारे पास ग्रुप डेटा है, then how do you calculate the very within 2 minutes the values? Okay, so those concepts we will go into the see in the next class. क्योंकि नेक्स्ट इस क्लास में कुछ बच्चे लोग के पास कैलकुलेटर नहीं है, तो अगर नहीं है तो आप कैसे भी एडजस्ट करके आप लेके आओ कैलकुलेटर, फ्रेंड्स का लो, किसका भी लो, करो, क्योंकि आपको प्रैक्टिकल कैलकुलेटर का बहुत यूज आने वाला है। तो नेक्स्ट टाइम विल सी दैट। So what we found, sorry बेटा,
ओके सर।
okay, तो कंपनी ए के लिए we have found the coefficient of variation which is coming 29%. That means that I will be saying 29% there is a variation in my data. Okay, that means I can say not very big variation. अगर 80% बोलता हूँ, 70% बोलता हूँ, 60% बोलता हूँ तो ज्यादा वेरिएशन, बट 29 still it is smaller, मतलब ज्यादा वेरिएशन नहीं है। Similarly you can do it for company B. तो कंपनी बी के लिए भी अपने को सेम निकालना है, तो I'll just copy this entire thing. Can I copy this? I think I cannot copy this. So similarly you can paste it here. So this is, I'll just clear little bit. This is company B. I'll close this all. Similarly, you can write for data for B 5, 8, 15, 7, 0. and you can get summation x and f, which is, so rest, all rest data will be same. All rest data will be the same. So what will be summation fx here? If you just calculate, is it 258,000, and this is 2028 into 10 raised to 6. Similarly, you will be get x bar from here. So x bar of b is going to be, I have not written b here. You can add b here. So company B ka we got mean this upon 35. So 258. Please don't do it like this as I'm doing here. Okay. You write all formulas first, everything. Okay. And follow the proper steps and everything. And then you can write it down later on answer. 7371.4285. Still you can find SD of B. So I'm just writing directly answer for SD of B. I can say x of B. X of B. X of B. I think this answer is coming 1.885 into 10 raised to 3. Then you can find coefficient of variation for B, which is standard deviation of xb upon x bar b into 100. Now this time I remember to write 100. And if you just substitute these values, you may get answer 25.571%. So what is the conclusion? That is the meaning. You can, if you just look at coefficient of variation for B, here this is 25% of variation is there. Here we have only 29% of variation. So where we have a greater variation, we want what? Wages of which company shows greater variation. Are you getting my point? So greater variation will be shown by company A, where company B having lesser variation. That means I can conclude that company B will be better. आप समझ रहे? What I'm trying to say? Why company B is better? Because their content small variation. Their content less variation as compared to company A. But if I talk about which company having greater variation, that means company A having the greater variation. So try to understand the conceptual thing. Okay? अभी क्वेश्चन हमको ये पूछा है यहाँ पे कि किसके पास ज्यादा वेरिएशन है, तो इसलिए हम आंसर बोल रहे हैं कंपनी ए. बट इफ आई आस्क यू व्हिच कंपनी इज बेटर, देन योर आंसर बिकम बी. ओके, देयरफॉर wages of, or I can write since coefficient of variation for A greater than coefficient of variation for B, therefore wages of company B, A workers shows greater variation. Okay, और क्या बोल सकते हैं? That is, अब ये पूछा नहीं है, this is not asked, but in some problem if it will ask you which is better, that is I can say company B is better. Company B is better in terms of wages, I would say. Any question? Any question? No question? Let's go ahead. Good example number 11. Suppose a group of 50 observations has mean 61 and standard deviation 8. Another group of 100 observations has AM 70 and standard deviation 9. Find AM and standard deviation for the combined group. This question I have asked last internal examinations, but students may not able to do it. 90% students got wrong answer and only 10% students score like correct answer. So wrong answering variation is more as compared to right answer variation. That is concept of coefficient of variation. Okay. So if you just look at here, we have a group. We have talking about something group. So एक group में 50 observations है जिसका mean और वे standard deviation दिया है मुझे, right? So I can call let's say N1 group है इसमें 50 observations दिया है और उसका mean जो दिया है मेरे को I can call X1 which is 61. Similarly standard deviation I can call sigma, which is this is also called sigma na? Standard deviation is also called sigma, which is nothing but 8. Similarly we have given N2 another group जिसमें 100 observations है and uska mean their mean is given I can call x bar 2 which is 70 and sigma 2 which is nothing but SD of 2 which is nothing but 9. मुझे निकालना क्या है? Find standard deviation and mean for the combined group. मतलब दोनों को क्लब करोगे तो combined mean क्या होगा इसका? Combined mean क्या होगा? Getting? तो इसमें एक फॉर्मूला है जो मैं आपको बताया नहीं है. AM का तो इजी है, कंबाइंड मीन फॉर्मूला मैंने बताया AM के लिए. इफ यू रिमेंबर x बार इज इक्वल टू इफ यू रिमेंबर N1 x1 बार N2 x2 बार whole thing divided by N1 plus N2. If you remember, I don't know how many are remember. This is I think unit 2. So if you just club these two together, you can just substitute everything like this into this plus this into this divided by this plus this. सिंप्लीफाई करोगे, सब कुछ करोगे तो आपको आंसर मिल जाएगा 67. Just do the calculation and let me know whether it is right or wrong. Just do the calculation and tell me.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now there is one formula which I have not given so far that I am introducing here. You need to find standard deviation, combined standard deviation, right? So the formula is like this. SD is equal to, it's a square root of standard deviation 1, means I can say, let me write like this. N1 time SD 1 square plus D1 square plus N2 time SD 2 square plus D2 square whole thing divided by N1 plus N2. अब इसमें D क्या है मेरा? What is my D? D is equal to X, मतलब D1 is equal to X1 minus X1 X bar. So whatever this D you are going to compute, it is going to be X1, which is this, minus X bar. तो क्या मिलेगा? X minus X bar, which is going to be minus 6. Similarly, you can find D2, X2 minus X bar, which is I think how much it is? 3. Correct? Are you getting, students?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, this is the formula for SD. I think it is square root, no? It's going to be SD. So SD is equal to, now you have all the things, right? You have N1, you have SD1 square, everything you have. Substitute करो यहाँ पे, simplify करो, simplify करके आपको आंसर मिलेगा 14000 divided by 150. So इसका आंसर आएगा 9.6609 units. Please do these all calculation using calculator.
Yes, sir. Same है.
Done? Have you got same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
so this is something, sometimes they're going to ask the problem. Like when you want to compare the, for example, you have two cricketers and you want, like, two companies I have given. Similarly, when there are two cricketers are there and they will ask you, which cricketer is better? which cricketer is better. So in that scenario you have to compare their mean. आप समझ रहे हो? अगर आपके पास दो क्रिकेटर्स दिया है या कोई दो कंपनी दिया या कुछ भी दिया, which company is better, they are saying. Okay, so compare their mean always. Compare their mean. जैसे मैंने मीन यहाँ पे क्या किया है, देखो इसमें क्या बोला है, मैंने क्या बोला है, इसका मीन कितना आ रहा है, मीन इज कमिंग 72,000, सॉरी 7,000 के आस 7,200, और इसका मीन कितना आ रहा है 7,300. That means I told that company B is better. Company B is better here. So whenever they are comparing with the company, which company is better something, so better in average, better in average. So we have to use always mean. You have to compare their mean. But if they will ask you which company shows more consistent means which company having the lesser variance, lesser coefficient of variation. Okay, so that is all like थोड़ा सा concepts है उसका, वो concepts मैं यहाँ पे note में लिख देता हूँ so that I can don't confuse with note part. Okay, so if you just comparing any company, let's say company A and B, I have two company and I want to check whether which one is better, which company or which cricketer or which team are better. So in that case you may always check these conditions. Cricketer is first one, it is better in average, better in average, and second one more consistent. So in this case you need to compare the average. So जिसका average बड़ा है, larger है, that team will be the, I can say, better. More consistent मतलब which coefficient of variation is less, that company become, I can say, better in this case. Okay, so this will be the larger and this will be the small. Okay, sometimes they may ask you like two groups दिया रहेगा और बोलेगा कि which companies are better in terms of average. तो आपने को average compare करना है, average में जिसका कंपनी का larger average रहेगा वो average कंपनी का you will be conclude based on that. Okay, this is one concept. अब इसमें there are several things. Okay, so I have just left one part here, which is the properties of standard deviation. Okay, so the next class I'm going to finish this. There are 4 properties and there are merits and demerits. Okay, and then this will be get over. So by the time you go through all this material, which is I have already shared in the GC, you can find out and then start working on quiz, and then we'll see in the next class. Acha, Monday I think Jay sir having lecture, right? So I'm going to take Jay sir lecture. I think Monday 12 o'clock sir having lecture, right? But this Monday is holiday, correct? Yes, students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, because of
Yeah.
Guru Nanak.
Yeah. So this Monday, then we get holiday. Then we go to Tuesday. Tuesday again, sir having 3 o'clock lecture. Jay sir lecture, right? So 3 o'clock lectures I'm going to take, and 4 o'clock lecture is mine lecture. So we'll get continuous again 2 lecture. Similarly, we have a Wednesday, Thursday, and if possible, then I will take also Friday. And by the time I will going to finish this portion, okay, I'm going to share the practical based on this unit, which is I think similar type. We have already solved 2-3 examples based on that. Please work on that, okay, and let me know if you have any questions related to that in the next class. Next class means Tuesday, so you have a very long gap. तो 3 days आपके पास है, तो आप क्वेश्चंस पूरे प्रैक्टिकल के देखो, लास्ट प्रैक्टिकल्स के, और कुछ डिफिकल्टी रहेगा तो हम लोग नेक्स्ट टाइम उस पर डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? एनी क्वेश्चन? Okay, try out. If you can work out, then everything is possible for you, and then we can see in the next class. I think who is next lecture?
Chemistry.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So you can. So I'm just leaving the platform. See you on the next class. Good luck.